responses that I've been receiving on a video I showed on Promenade in Retiré. And it was, how do I get, before I start turning, how do I get the strength to be able to turn on one leg? This is a great also preparation before you start pirouettes, is to do Promenade in Passé or Retiré. And even before you do that, you want to be able to hold a balance in your coupé and in your retiré. Okay? I'm going to sort of break down how we want to think about the promenade and what to strengthen if you're really not able to balance quite yet. Okay? So in breaking down the promenade, let's say I have my right leg in retiré. Let's actually start in coupé. Okay, so the leg is just right under the ankle, or over the ankle, and I want to feel my back really pulled up and engaged. My stomach is really in, bringing the fronts of my hips to the bottoms of my ribs, so I'm not splayed here. And I'm not pinching in the back. I actually want to feel like my elbows are being pulled apart, rather than sort of this like pencil in the shoulder blades feeling that really over-exaggerates the muscular work of the traps, which we don't want. So, we're thinking elbows pulling apart, yeah, to widen the back. And then I want to just be able to find a nice solid balance. I'm going to feel my rotator here working quite a lot. And that's what we want. We want the rotator to be really turned on, because I'm constantly on the standing side bringing the hip forward to hold this leg to the side. Okay? A couple things on just form. If you are turned to the side on either leg, we want to check that our hips, again, are not out, yes, sticking out, but the hip is rotated under, and then I almost want to think of hiding the working knee. It's okay if it doesn't happen, especially right away as we're building musculature. But if you look in the mirror and you utilize the mirror properly, then you can sort of gauge whether you're turned out equally. All right? So in maximum turnout, your maximum doesn't have to look like mine or anybody else's. You bring that coupé leg up, okay? Even if it's just on the floor to start. Let's say you're just learning to balance here on one leg, okay? And then you take it up, and then you take it up without shifting in the hips. The hips stay the same. But I'm constantly thinking about bringing the pelvis forward and bottoms of the ribs down, and chest towards the upper corner of the ceiling. Okay? I would say that's your number one, is to find balance. All right? Either in coupé or in retiré. Because eventually you take this leg to the side, you take it to the front, and to the back. All right? So the closer the leg is to you, to your center core, the easier it will be, which is why we start in retiré coupé or retiré passé to the knee. All right? So once you have your balance, let's say this is step 2, or the next phase. Again, I'm going to take the right leg up, and I'm just going to focus on bringing everything with me to the corner, okay? So you have your wall, and then you have your corners, and then you have wall, corner, wall, corner, wall, corner, wall, okay? So I'm facing the mirror en face. Yes, I'm here. Eyes really engage, light in the eyes. And then I don't want to take arms and then legs, and I also don't want to leave the arms. So we want to practice taking everything, even if you fall, everything at once to the corner, okay? Then you'll pause. And then you'll take it from the corner to the wall, then pause. All right, why don't we just try that all together? So without music, let's just go 5 and 6, hold 7, lift 8. Let's go 1 and 2, lower 3, 4. 1, 2, lower 3, 4. Now to the corner. 1, 2, lower 3, 4. To the wall. 1, 2, lower 3, 4. Corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wall. And down. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and finish. Okay? You would do that, let's say maybe twice through. So that would be en dehors. You're going this way. Then I challenge you to try it en dedans. All right? That will prepare you for en dedans turns. Then you would try it with the left leg. Okay? Your standing leg is probably going to feel a really good workout. But that's really what we want, is to train the muscles, even if you fall, guys, okay? We train also our whole body to understand where our weight needs to be. So let's say I fall forward. I know that my glute now is disengaged, and I need to think a little more upward in the chest, okay? Yeah, and let's say I fall to the side. It probably means all my weight is towards my working leg or more in my heel, and I want to keep it more in the center. Okay? I don't believe totally in the ball of the foot, but definitely more in the center of your foot. All right? And the movement, if you can see, let me actually turn my, you can't really do that. That's okay. So just pay attention to my right standing leg. The foot is going heel forward. So I have the weight in the ball of the foot, heel forward. Heel forward, heel forward. Yes? And I'm doing this sort of motion, and it really helps to strengthen that turnout and really triggering the turnout to activate pretty quickly. Okay? All right, thank you so much for your questions. The video that I am talking about that I referred to before, I will post, or I will link down in the description below, so you can also try the full promenade once you do this video, okay? Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you for your questions. Ciao.